Catholic Church many years ago, but I listened to your program because I am on a constant search for the truth. Can I still be saved if I don't come back to the Catholic Church? I have attended many different Protestant churches and am not going to anyone right now. Thank you so much, Kim.
Salvation is a question of God and the individual soul. So no one, the church only says that there are people in heaven. The church never has said there is anyone in hell. However, in addressing the question very directly, is a person who has been given the gift of Catholicism has to truly meditate with great amount of seriousness their rejection of that great gift, which is God's will for them. And I would suggest to that person that she do her best to understand what the church teaches and why, and realize, as I mentioned earlier, depending on other situations, which may be involved in her own case, but basically she's probably just one good confession away from being back home with all the treasury of the church open to her. And that way she won't be worrying about whether she's saved or she is not. She'll be more concerned about loving God with all her heart, mind, soul, and strength, and sharing that with others.
Jesus said we're to be perfect as our Heavenly Father is perfect. And it's through His church that we have all the avenues to receive the grace that enables us to accomplish that with His help.
Right.
That's right. I wonder if we have another caller. Do we have another caller? We're not on the caller. All right. Father, in our work with converts or people on the journey, one of the questions that often comes up is this issue of timing. You know, when they're faced with very difficult issues, and sometimes you almost, because of the issues that they're facing, there's almost a tendency to say, just stay where you're at. You know, the journey is going to be difficult. But as we also talked, we want, on the one hand, not to push, pull, or prod. We want to give a strong encouragement to the joys and blessings that are on this side. And I wonder if, from your experience with converts, if you could talk about what some of these men and women have experienced as a result of the blessings of coming home.
It is always a wonderful thing to see a person baptized or to hear their first confession, to be able to confirm them with the permission of the church, to see them receive for the first time the Holy Communion. But what is almost more wonderful over time is to see how they grow in the church. That conversion, in the words of the founder of Opus Dei, can be a question of a moment, but sanctification is the work of a lifetime. And to see how they develop through their reading, through their sacramental life, through their prayer life, through their opening up to the greatness of the literature, the music, the art that is all ours from being part of this great family of Christ, which is the church. It's a wonderful thing, and oftentimes it's well worth the wait. And as we were referring to earlier, it's very important that with our friend that we've brought to the church, or we reconcile back to the church, that we continue to be their friend, to guide them, to help them along, to introduce them perhaps to that group or spirituality or that good spiritual director that can take them further up this wonderful ladder, which is the interior life, the life of prayer, the divine life to which we're all called.
Really quickly, why don't you let the audience know a little bit about your website on the internet? It happens to be posted right now, so they can see that. But tell them a little bit about what they would find if they went to it.
Well, thanks to the mutual good friend of ours, Bud McFarland, who was kind enough to put up the great majority of the articles I've written over the last approximately 8 or 9 years on a great variety of topics that goes from education to evangelization to campus ministry to television to family life and so on.
Priest for the next generation.
Another article which I recently has been put up is on Priest for the Third Millennium, talking about the great times that are coming in the role of zealous young priest and the growth in vocations in the United States that is beginning now and will continue in the future. So anyone who goes to that site, if they might find some topic that's of interest to them, they'd be able to download or to print out the article, or it can be just used as a good way to get to sleep at night.